So you have spent 10, 12 hours researching and creating a blog post, and then you go share your blog post on Twitter, share your blog post on Facebook, and most people end up sharing the same link on all the social networks. And the worst thing, they will share it once and stop. And then they wonder why there's no traffic coming to their blog post. So hi, this is Vishal Kalia from Fashion Marketing, where fashion industry professionals come to learn about growth and marketing. And in this video, I'm going to share a social media posting schedule that I follow for my clients and discuss how to share your blog post on Pinterest, how to share your blog post on Facebook, and most importantly, the frequency at which you should share so you can drive the most traffic and reuse the same post. So keep watching. Hi, so this is a social sharing schedule timeline that I follow, which was created by a company called CoSchedule. And I use this to share my blog post on Twitter, share my blog post on Facebook, share my blog post on Pinterest. So let's assume for this example that you wrote a blog post on 5 ways fashion designers can raise money for their fashion line. So let's say you created the blog post at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So the minute you created the post, you should share it at the same time. But once you're sharing it, make sure the image that you have, so if you're sharing the link to your blog post, Twitter will automatically take the image that is the featured image of your blog post. So if the image comes out good and it's the size that you can post, that's good for you. But if it grabs like a smaller image and then has a text on the side, that's not the way you want to share it. So I would say find out some important quotations, statistics that you have in your blog post, and use a tool called Canva or Easel or any other photo, or even Photoshop if you want. And then use a very attractive image and write the quotation on top of it. Because the reason is when people are scrolling on their phone, they're looking at their Twitter feed. If your image is good, it will catch their attention and then they will actually stop and look at it. But the image is tiny, people are just going to skim through and you will not get that much eyeballs. So create so this tells you that you share on when you publish, same day as another second time on the same day, day after, week after, and a month after. So create at least 5 different images with 5 different statistics or quotations from that blog post, and then use that image to share on Twitter and put a link up to your blog post on the top. Use the second image to share on Twitter and link on the blog post, and so on and so forth. So if you have published 12 o'clock in the afternoon, publish it again 5 to 6 hours after that, then the next day, week after, and month after. The reason, because the lifetime of a tweet is less than an hour. So if a person does not see the tweet within an hour period of time, the likelihood of them seeing the tweet again is very minimal. So follow this for your Twitter and then keep sharing one of these images again month after month after month, because you want to get so much traffic as you can for your blog post from your Twitter account. So let's go to Facebook. So when you share your post on Facebook, Facebook also tracks the featured image. So if your blog post, if you actually have a text-based blog post, then the image extracted would be a good one. So you can share it right away when you publish. And go to Facebook and look at your Facebook audience insights, and it tells you when your fans are online. So look at the little graph as shown here. And whenever your fans are online, that is when you want to share it on Facebook, because you want most number of people to see it. And the second thing is, if you are a video blogger, or a vlogger, you want to call it, then when you share your YouTube link, then Facebook will always attract the smaller image and then give you tagline. So that image is very tiny. So at that point, I will say use one of the images that you have created to publish on Twitter, and then throw a link to your blog post and you share it on Facebook. And then share it a month after, a next month, and so on and so forth, because the lifetime of a post on Facebook is much longer than it is on Twitter. LinkedIn, you can publish it on the same day. So if you created a blog post at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the way people use LinkedIn is people hardly go on LinkedIn between 9 to 5 because they don't want their employers to know they're on LinkedIn. So they're looking at the professional profile, maybe they're looking for a job. So most of the time people go on LinkedIn is on after hours. So when you have created a blog post and you want to share it on LinkedIn, share between like 7 to 10 p.m. So that's when the likelihood of most people are going to be online, are going to be on the LinkedIn, and you will get a better exposure. Pinterest, you share it on the same day, but make sure the image that you want to be extracted for your pin is the right size for all the Pinterest images. So if your blog post doesn't have the image that you want to use for Pinterest, I will go create a separate image the way I created to be posted on Twitter. Use probably the same quotations or maybe the headline of your blog post, and share that on Pinterest on the same day. A co-schedule tells you to share it on month after the post. I don't think it's necessary. So you share it on the same day as a post, and especially if you are a professional blogger and you are writing a blog for at least one blog post per week, then sharing it once a month is more than enough, because you don't want to have repetitive stuff on Pinterest. And make sure the image is exactly the size for Pinterest. The last one is about Tumblr. I wouldn't worry about that much, but I would add here that how to share on Instagram. Use one of the quotations or statistic that you used here. Create an image that fits the Instagram image size and then share it on the same day. So best time to share on Instagram is between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. because people are either going home from their work, or they're having dinner and they're just looking on their phone. So you will get a maximum exposure when you share between 7 to 10 p.m. on Instagram and use the respective headlines. So take one of these images from quotations, share on Instagram as an image. And the second thing what you can also do is open up your blog post on your phone, take a screenshot, and then share that screenshot as part of Instagram stories. Because when you share at the stories and with all your subscribers or your Instagram friends, the link to the story stays on the top and doesn't really go away unless the person actually watches it. So that will also give you much more eyeballs. The only thing with the post is there is no button to click that they can actually visit your site, but at least it gives them a view that, oh, the new blog post is up, and then they can go and watch it. So hi, this is Vishal Kalia from Fashion Marketing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other questions, leave them in the form of a comment. And if you like this channel, please hit the subscribe button so we can make you aware when the new videos are up. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. And I really thank you for your time, and have a wonderful evening.